Hi everyone, it's Angela here, and today I'm looking at my top 5 tabletop games for idiots / beginners. I'm the first one to admit that a big thick rule book will do my head in. So when I say idiots, I'm not having a go at anyone. I'm an idiot. So these are games that anyone will be able to grasp. Most of the heavy games that I play, someone will teach me. Literally teach me. I won't read the rule book because my brain just can't grasp it. I'm usually shown. So these are my top 5 games for people, complete beginners or people that just can't grasp heavy rules. These are games that I think you can put in front of anyone and they'll get it after a round or so. Simples, yes? Okay, so in no particular order. Wits and Wages. This game comes in various editions. It's a betting trivia game where you don't necessarily need to know every answer. Anyone can win, and that's what's great about this game. Even people who hate trivia games will really have fun with this one. You can see the different editions. Wow, my box is a mess, but I'll give you an idea. So the rules for this one are stupidly simple. You get a question, so let's use this example. Here, in what year was the computer game Pong released? Everybody has one of these cards and a whiteboard marker, and they write down the year that they think Pong was released. All the answers are placed on a betting mat, and people can then bet on any of the answers. You don't need to bet on your own. You can bet on other people's. Closest without going over wins some chips. Poker chips. Most chips at the end is the winner. This is always a hit on board game nights when I've got beginners over, friends that have never played games before. 3 to 7 players, ages 10 plus, 25 minutes. An awesome game. Who doesn't like a little bit of betting in their games? That's Wits and Wages. Oh, and the answer to the Pong question, by the way, 1972. Next up, Card Game for Sale. This game's been out for ages, and players have 2 different rounds. One round they bid for property, and the second round they try and sell whatever they bought in the first round for as much money as they can. It's a super simple game. Player with the most money at the end wins. Needless to say, in the bidding round you want to buy low so that you can sell high. That's it. 2 rules. 3 to 6 players, ages 8 plus, 20 minutes. So I'll just give you a quick overview. You all start with a certain amount of money. And these are the cards that you'll be bidding on. The higher the number, the more it's worth. So your little beach shack here is worth less than your princely castle. So you want to get these as cheap as you can. And then in the later rounds, money is laid out. And you want to try and get the most money for this. I realize I haven't run through the rules specifically, but it's because I'm trying to keep this video short. But I can guarantee you this is a game that will go down a treat with beginners. I play this one with my mother-in-law and she is a shark at it. Too good. That's For Sale, a card game. Another game great for beginners and idiots alike. Did I just suggest my mother-in-law is an idiot? No. That's not what I think at all. She's a shark. Next up, this gorgeous game that I just recently bought, Marrakech. In Marrakech, players are trying to outwit one another with rug placement. Yes, rugs. Tiny little gorgeous rugs. Let me just show you. Look at these little guys. Piles of rugs. They're adorable. They're made of a kind of felt, which is really clever. So in Marrakech, players get a certain amount of rugs depending on player count. You've got your market trading area, your board. Assam, he's the market guy who goes around checking everything's a-okay. Gorgeous money in this game. Wooden, really nice. And you've got your die with slippers on it. And what you do is at the start of your turn, so he usually starts in the middle, but we'll do it here. You choose to turn him. You won't turn all the way around, but you can turn him left or right, face him forward. You then roll. He moves however many slippers are shown on the die, and then you will lay one of your rugs. And you can lay it so long as it's touching him, so I might choose to lay it here. and play will go that way until the place is covered in rugs. Now if you land on someone's rug, say I land on this guy, I have to pay 2 coins. And if there's even more yellow, so say it looks like this, you have to pay however many squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4 unbroken squares. So you can see once this is full of rugs, this is an awesome, awesome game. The components are gorgeous. The gameplay is super, super easy. That is Marrakech. Next up on my top 5 games for beginners, Tsuro, Game of the Path. Most of us are familiar with pipe building, path building in games, whether it's video games or board games. And that is the mechanism that this uses. Okay, let me just give you a quick, super quick run through. Everybody takes a dragon token. You're playing dragons. And you have to move your dragon along the paths that are played, following each one to the very end. So let me just set up a little bit here. So here, here. So you would only play 1 tile at a time. I'm just filling it out to show you how it works. And you have to follow each tile to the end of whichever path you're on. So this guy here would have to go here. Someone might lay that on their turn and then he would have to go here. And the idea is you do not want to crash into each other. You'll die. And you certainly don't want to run off the board because you will also die. So somebody could be cruel here. And he's gone. That's it. That's the rules. Stay alive. Don't crash into anyone. Don't go off the board. Try and get rid of the other players. Last dragon standing is the winner. 2 to 8 players, ages 8+, plays 15 minutes. A brilliant little starter game. That is Tsuro. If you haven't got it in your collection and you've got beginners, check it out. You can also get it pretty cheap now as well, I think. Next on the list is this little game here, Scythe. Kidding. Obviously you wouldn't take Scythe to a beginner's games night. Last game on my list is Dixit. I've tried to mix the games that I'm showing you with the sort of all different types of card games, board games, abstract games, but they all have one thing in common, and that is that they're super easy. Okay, I've included this one because it's just so odd, and every time I've introduced new games to it, they've really enjoyed it just because it is so odd. Players take it in terms of being a storyteller. All players have 6 of these cards. Just have a look at some random ones. And they've all got sort of really strange abstract artwork on them. Whoever's a storyteller chooses 1 card. So I might go for this one. And the storyteller has to give a word, so I might say dancing. It doesn't look very much like dancing, and that's because you don't want to give away whatever your card is completely. Now all other players will pick a card from their own hands that they feel reflect the sentence or word that I've used. So I've used dancing here. So you would look through your own cards and try and find something dancing. Now I might put the Scarecrow because he dances in the Wizard of Oz. So you don't want to give it away. If everyone chooses your card, you're not going to get anything. So you need something to be a little bit vague. Other players will get a point if someone chooses their card. So they want their card to kind of reflect what you've said. I've probably made it sound more difficult than it is, but trust me, this is a stupidly easy game. There is a butt-ton of expansions as well. Dixit is 3 to 6 players, ages 6+, and it only takes 30 minutes to play. And as you can probably tell, it's just got some really cool artwork. And with all the expansions that you can get, loads of different styles of artwork also. That's Dixit. If you're looking for something a little bit odd for the beginner gamers in your life, they'll all get this. And who doesn't love little bunny meeples? Adorable. And that's it. My top 5 games that any idiot could play and probably enjoy. When I made the list, I actually had quite a few that I chose, but I had to narrow it down for the video length. I've probably got 50 games in my collection that beginners could play, but I was trying to choose all different kinds of games also when I made the list up. There's loads of simple games out there. If you know some, pop them in the comments. Help other people out. That would be awesome. And if you've got an idea for another list, just let me know in the comments here or over on my Facebook page. And your wish is my command. Cheers for watching, folks. Nerfenstein out. Did I just make Dixit sound hard to play? How is that even possible?